Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Let's Play Warhammer 3 Total War, uniting Kislev, and today we're about to witness the death of Czeslaw Bukowski. Yeah, there's no way I can win this battle. I mean, even if it wasn't an ambush, a one-on-one fight with a slightly depleted army, and it's not even that slightly depleted, but with a little bit of a depleted army against the Oracles of Tzeentch, I mean, with a full army, I doubt I could win, but with this, absolutely no way. However, I'm still going to fight it. That I feel most terrible about losing the Frost Maiden. Patriarch less so, right? But the spellcaster is going to be a problem. However, that's fine. We have reinforcements coming here. I need to fight this manually, because if I auto-resolve, it's going to be like, you know, I did like 50 damage in total. So, yeah. Brew myself a pot of coffee, and not a mug, specifically, and yeah, let's go. Basically, the idea here is to do as much damage as physically possible before everything just disintegrates, because they will just disintegrate. I mean, like, I expect, like, one... give me control, give me control, give me control. I expect, like, one... where are they? Here's the pink horrors. Like, I expect one volley of pink horrors into the Kossars. That unit is gone, so I have about, like, 10 seconds, maybe. To try and put up a fight, basically. But I have something resembling an idea for trying to fight this, and it's, I mean, let's be honest with each other, it's not really going to work. But I can try. I would love to somehow escape with Frost Maiden, however, as you can see, withdrawal isn't an option. I don't think we're going to be able to escape with anything. So, yeah, Czeslaw Bukowski is going to go on that flank, the Patriarch's going to go on that flank. And now, as you can see, we're already taking fire. Metaphorically and literally, I suppose. I want to... what do I want to fight? I want to... Centigores, I'm going to... no. I think maybe this might be worthwhile. If I can hit the pink horrors quickly enough, that might actually do something. And then try and stem the tide of enemy forces coming towards me. Like so, maybe. I love how they were just sitting there for the longest time. And there you go, like a third of my army's gone. Oh no, I mean, what can I say? Right. However, two units are already dead, as you can see. Like I said, this isn't the worst thing ever, though. There's hope that we still win this war after we lose this battle, and it's just very important that I get across that there is no winning here, that this is not a battle that I'm going to be able to win. And as long as we understand that, I think we're going to be fine. These guys over here were just a distraction to try and save the Kossars as much as possible. Don't know if it worked or not, but it looks alright so far. I have armored Kossars not doing anything. Let's send them down there. Or actually send them over there. Okay, 3, 2, 1 casting, and then cast over there. Ah, see? And then hopefully maybe try and get out of the way. Nope, she's dead. Kind of, I don't want to say weird, but kind of, I don't like, let's just say, the fact that she just got wiped out instantly, pretty much. I was hoping to get a little bit more magic out of her, and it was just one unit of Forsaken, and she did no damage to them. Mind you, like I said previously, I'm not here expecting her to do, you know, a ton of damage to everything and everyone. This guy, for example, is never getting out of here. Like, we can start running away when he's on 50% HP. He's never getting away from there. Which is, you know, it's alright. Let's try and fight those guys. Some of our warriors are fleeing, that's okay. But the point here is that I'm doing damage. It's not a lot of damage, but I'm doing a bit, you know? Like, this artillery, this cavalry unit even managed to survive all the way until now against the spawn of Zinch. They did 0 damage to the spawn of Zinch. Again, weird things are happening, but like I said, like, you know, things are happening. It's not the end of the world, yeah? And then I'm going to try and turn these guys around. Fire over there. Yeah, on full HP, I may even win this on a good day, you know? Which is funny and weird, but these guys just running away for no reason now, and... yeah, this is good. I mean, were it not Chaos Fate Weaver, I would have had a chance, but the problem is, the entire army I have left right now, if I were to just, like, pause, snap my fingers, and remove all the enemy units apart from Chaos Fate Weaver, I still wouldn't be able to kill him. I literally would not be able to kill him. And so, with that knowledge, it's sort of, you know, how do you proceed from there? How do you exactly win a battle when there's an enemy unit that you simply cannot defeat? With your entire army. Yeah, I know. I know. What can we do, eh? What can we do? What can a man do? Against such fathomless horrors. Yeah, you guys are archers? Yeah, okay. I mean, look, enemy troop count is like 600 out of 1,600. This is what I was looking for, like, a way to just do loads of damage to the enemy, more so than anything else. And we've achieved that pretty much, right? I mean, aside from these pink horrors here, and obviously the fact that, yeah, there goes the entire army pretty much shattered into nothingness. Had they held out a bit longer, though, we would have gotten this down to, like, 500, maybe. But, like I said, look, 6 units fighting Kairos, they haven't even done any damage to them. Like, almost none, practically. So, yeah, now they're just gonna... I'm basically gonna get, what is it called? Army losses, and yeah, there you go. It's just an instant defeat. But, what can you do about it? Hey, if anything, I like the fact that I suffer a defeat like this, and it sort of adds a little bit more... I don't know how to put it. It makes the campaign a little bit more interesting, I would say, right? But we had, like, almost equal losses. That is impressive. Did he actually live? Oh, he's not going to live the next battle, though. That's the problem. Oh, did he teleport? Okay. Bukovsky gets to live, and Clan Mulder now declares war on me because I'm weakened, and yeah, I know how it works. Ah. Tell you what, I genuinely did not expect that. I thought for sure he would die, like... Good God, the anti-player bias, they made it across like half the map just to come and fight me. And that's gonna be a problem too. They're gonna declare war on me too. Okay. Killed in battle, ally begins now destruction, whatever. Don't want to spend money on any of that. Question is, do I fight this now, Or do I immediately just make a run for Erengrad? I don't think they can take Erengrad, honestly. Yeah, they're not taking Erengrad from me. Okay, so Bukovsky is going on forced march all the way back to the Urskoy River. Down here, which is going to take a long time. However, we have reinforcements coming. I'm going to send the reinforcements out like this. Yeah, go. And then you... You have to take this fight. And you should be able to win relatively easily because you have similar... Well, pretty much almost the same army composition as the previous army, just with better Zargard at the front. Or with better frontal units. And your army has fallen. These guys have been severely weakened. Yeah, even their Centigores have taken a pounding. Look at that. That's what I'm most proud of. I mean, we could have killed more of this Pink Horrors unit. Would have been a bit better, but... Yeah, that was really good. Okay. Castle Alexandrov. I'm just going to auto-resolve this, I think. Yeah. And we're just going to occupy it. It is indeed. I'm going to spend a turn there to replenish troops, and then... What was I building with you? Ice Guard units for the Lord's Army, right? No. But eventually, right? Arcane Conduit, probably, right? Doesn't matter. We're going to get all those eventually anyway. And then you need probably some weapon damage. Person's Roar is not bad either. Healer is pretty good. Hit points +3, replenishment +3, and then I can choose which one of these I want. No. No. Not really. This is alright, and then this is alright. I think I'm going to go with Healer. Yeah. Okay, even though there is a hard cap to replenishment, isn't there? Pretty sure there is, and I might be reaching that cap relatively soon. Yeah. Well, oh well. Anywho, this army is heading this, this agent is heading this way. And then Elena Zakharova. You were here when Kairos first invaded, and you had to retreat, and there was a whole thing with you, wasn't there? And now, you're in a similar situation, except you're not going to be doing any retreating. Now, you're going to avenge your Kislevite brothers who just fought there and lost. And he just retreated. I'm fighting this manually. I'm taking my revenge. Even though, because of how depleted the units are, I think it's gonna be more beneficial for me in the strategic sense to auto resolve, because it's just not gonna, like, you know, I can't cheese this army and I have to fight them head on. And that pretty much means I'm going to have to take some serious losses while doing it. But you know what? That's okay. All for the sake of roleplay and you know, a more entertaining Let's Play. Start deployment and rush them immediately, because they have better spellweavers than we do. Yeah, this is what I was hoping for, that I would get attacked. Well, maybe not like so. I was kind of hoping to dodge it, but fine. Can I dodge this? Not really. Alright. What do I have here? Ice Sheet and Death Frost. Strongest character causes damage to combatants. How much damage? Damage per second, 33 to 67 for 15 seconds. That's a good amount of damage. We can cast that on Kairos to get rid of some of his HP. Not a lot of it, mind you, just some of it. And these are Winged Lancers, so Tier 2 Cavalry isn't really going to be... Yeah, they're anti-infantry, which these guys are Bestial Cavalry, these guys are Monstrous Infantry. I mean, since you're there, right, don't have much in the way of choice. Beggars can't be choosers and all that, yeah? Right, let's keep going. Oof, she's dead. Oh, I dodged that. I dodged that relatively well. For crying out loud. Okay, stop. You are well within range to start. Fighting. These guys are dead. I need to move them out of there. Or do I? I can just do that. Provide a bit of backup to them. And then stop. You are now fighting them. Make sure we get rid of the pink horrors of Zinch, because they're gonna do a metric ton of damage to us. You, I need, like, in the back of the army over there, so he doesn't focus fire on you anymore. You can do that, and you can actually attack the pink horrors of Zinch. I've successfully infiltrated their rear. Ooh, our misses. I know, I know. Took out, like, most of my army. The other thing took out the rest of it. Okay, not quite. I'm exaggerating a tiny bit, but I mean, look at that spell damage. I did, like, what, 100 HP worth of damage? He did 1, 2, 3, half of which is 3,000, like 9,000 HP probably worth of damage-ish. In fact, if I mouse over him... Yep, he did 9,000 damage. There you go. Exactly around 9,000 damage. Just ridiculous. One spell. Granted, it was ideally cast in the ideal position and all of that, fine, but still one spell. I cast some pretty ideal spells, and I did, like, what, 100 damage with them? I did 9,000 damage after cheesing the AI for, like, 20 minutes in a siege battle. That's how much damage I did. Just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, now, all of you are going to focus fire on that bastard. You're really still firing on... Jesus, you really hate my lord, don't you? Fine. Fine, we need to hold them in place, and you two are going to need to hold them in place. Everything else, I think, should be shattered at this point. And, yeah, now we can do some damage. Just make sure I don't lose you. There's no way I can dodge that. I mean, there is a way I can dodge that with, like, a checkerboard pattern, but it's not going to make a big difference, because it'll just diagonally shoot and, you know. Well, I'm not going to lie, that was a little bit funny that, enemy lord is wounded. Alright, I thought my lord was wounded. Okay, get those guys. Get those guys. See if we can do some damage on the back end there. What are these? The Severed Claw, Aspiring Champions. This is a regiment of renown. We'll see how much damage I can do to them as they leave. I mean, it doesn't really matter considering that. Sorry. Freaking door. It doesn't really matter because this army's dead anyway. And they retreated once, and then the other time is So, 180 units lost, mostly the cavalry, and then a little bit spread out throughout these units. All in all, pretty darn okay. We lost a lot of HP on both the heroes. But that's fine. The next battle that I have coming, I'm not going to need cavalry, and I'm not going to need so much HP from my heroes. This is the core of the army that I'm going to need, and that's what I saved the most, so honestly, that's perfect. And just to seal his fate, I'm going to go Salak, sorry, what was it? Fairly certain I can check that. Salyak provides. And then we go that way. To fight Throg next. And that fight is going to be... On paper, it's not going to be easy. I'm telling you, that fight is going to be a lot easier than the one we just fought. A lot.
I speak for Kislev.
Okay, let's go Inspiring Presence. Because I want to buff the army a tiny bit. And then as for you, standard melee defense kind of stuff. That's what's most important, and then everything else. Right, Garrison Lord hasn't moved. That would be you in Prague. I want to upgrade Prague, I really do. Keep for Griffin Legions. Global recruitment capacity, global recruitment duration -1. That's really good. Let's go Citadel of Prague. And then I need to save up some money because I need to build a new army in the Urskoy River. Then again, though, right? Why does it say more upkeep? Or is it just everywhere? What, is it because of your traits or something?
More warriors to defend Kislev.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give you some weapons and stuff, don't worry about it. It's just, let me see. Gossard. Wounds, passive ability, bile, blood. No, it doesn't seem like it. Why does that say, like, extra upkeep? This amount will be deducted from your treasury each turn while this unit exists. Regular upkeep 163. It's not because you're in Prague, definitely. Now, I'm wondering whether Clan Mulder can... Probably not, right? I'm wondering whether Clan Mulder is gonna leave the gates of hell, like the pit, and go to the first circle and then go out this way and try and attack me. I'm thinking probably not. At least I'm hoping probably not, right? But this guy apparently has an increased upkeep for virtually everything, and then I'm really not sure what to do with him, so let's force march you down here and see whether it's... Let's basically see what we can recruit for you that's not going to incur extra upkeep. Okay, forced march to friendly territory. Way too depleted to fight both of these armies on his own. They were going to recruit some, that's fine. I'm going to fight them with Zerina Katerin next. And that's going to be fine. Problem is I'm out of armies. I'm out of armies to defend all my front lines, and I'm going to get attacked here next, which is not ideal if we're honest. Okay, Ursun Revivalists. Join Confederation. Yep. No, you are a degenerate. God damn it. Okay, well, it's another Dragina. I want to keep him. Let's run away. I didn't know there was a Fecundite army right there. I really didn't know that. Well, shoot. I mean, it's okay. I can technically beat Throg and then go down there with Elena once again and try and figure that mess out, but man, it's not going to be pretty. Okay, I suppose. I made a... I don't want to say I made a mistake, because I don't really know if it was a mistake in the long run or not, by leaving this open over here, this front line towards me. Because the problem is, it's not just defeating the rats, it's also that my army would have to stay there longer, and I wouldn't have to, I couldn't bring it over here to fight everything else. That's sort of the main issue. Sorry. But, yeah, now I'm really sort of starting to second guess my decision regarding that. Because I was thinking there's going to be a lot more map this way. There isn't. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Okay, there's a bit more over here, but this is all empty. And then, I mean, what could I have done? I could have taken the Silver Peaks. Maybe taken the Ironcraft Mountains and then just stood there, because I can't go that way anymore, and I'd have to go back. Would have been fighting weaker rats instead of what I'm about to fight like this, but, you know. Right, there's no chance of getting a peace treaty with anyone. Okay, you have definitely deserved an upgrade. Heroic Resilience, you know what? That's the most fitting name for everything ever. Alright, next turn. Oh, you don't have any money to assassinate. Ugh, forgot about that. That's alright, maybe next turn you've gotten close to him. Close enough. Alright, what do you want? Military alliance, and you're offering me 2,000. I am more than happy to accept that, considering we have the same enemies now. I'm expecting the Fecundites to attack one of my settlements. And these guys are going to run away. That's good. I can take that place and I can fight the Fecundites there in Edengrad. Yeah, I expected that. Let's see, what are they going to do with it? Just loot. Okay. You can't win that. Sorry. Yeah. They do that sometimes. They make the mistake of believing a bit too... being a bit overly confident, right? Which, hell, I mean, I've made the mistake too, so I can't really blame them, can I? Throg. I expected you to do that. I am just disappointed that that's what you chose to do. Because it's going to make defeating you so slightly easier. Right, that settlement is sacked. Those enemies are killed in battle. That's fine. That's fine. Beat the following army. Task is meh. Alright. Western Oblast. I mean, basically the choice now I have is, do I occupy this or not? And I think I'm just going to loot it. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. Auto-resolve. It's an easy fight. And then I'm just going to sack it. Because... Not because I can't occupy it and don't want to, but because I want to move a little bit. And I want to move that way. Like so. Yeah. Basically, I want to get on the other side of the river so I can get replenishment. And obviously the extra XP will help, but also there's this army coming under Festus. So I want to be able to, you know, defend Erengrad properly against this army and Festus eventually. And I really don't think that expanding currently is going to be doing me any favors. So, that's what I'm doing. Next, obviously you are heading back to... I told you, you are doing the same thing. You're also a Druzhina, and I don't have the DLC yet, because it's bloody expensive, so I'm just gonna try and save you as long as I can. You need to start assassinating people. You've been trained your entire life, to assassinate various characters of chaos and demons and stuff like that, and I now give you the opportunity to do exactly that. And what happens? What happens, I ask you? You fail horribly is what happens. Okay, this we're going to fight manually, but that's probably going to be next episode, because I'm half an hour in already, and I need to spend more money. And then the Tsarina gets to the border, and doesn't have any more movement range anyway, so yeah, that'll do. I got Boris Ursus himself, did I? Okay, I did not know I would get Boris Ursus himself, as he so proudly proclaims. What the hell are you doing in the Bay of Blades area? Do you know what? Never mind. Don't tell me. I might be able to take you this way and just grab a hold of this area too. It's extra income, it's an extra army I didn't know I had, and money's alright in all due honesty. Yeah, you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. So, let's invest a little bit in our income. And I reckon I should probably save a fair bit too for next turn. Right? Yeah, except maybe build like another one of these things in Prague. It's leadership minus upkeep for Griffin Legions, which is an alright unit. Nah, I need a market, definitely first and foremost. And then we'll see about everything else, I think. Let me build this over here too. Good news is, these rats haven't declared war on me yet. They will in a couple of turns, but so far I'm alright. I want to get this to level 3 too. Alright, that's enough money. I'm going to save the rest. And then, obviously, you successfully looted a huge orc encampment, so now you get some bonuses. Bonuses, some, like, you know, experience, extra traits, and the army gets better, and so on and so forth. Does this improve Ice Guard too? I know I need to check this like a million times. I don't think it does. Yeah, that's best of the court is Zargard and Ice Guard. And why the hell did I give you this? Unless I didn't. No, I don't think I did. I think you're one of the Confederated Lords, aren't you? That's fine. That is fine. And then I still have to move you, don't I? Well, I mean, have to. I don't have to. And yeah, in fact, I won't. I'm just going to sit there for the time being, get a bit closer to the enemy, replenish a tiny bit of your forces, and then we're going to besiege this place next. Okay, so the main issues at hand are that, well, I'm fighting on too many fronts. You know, what else is new? Thankfully, these guys haven't attacked me yet. But if I take a look at the strength ranking, I am the strongest faction alive. And so...
Hail. Do not be intimidated by the throng of Anat.
Yeah. That gives me a bit of a confidence boost. Because I still have a few armies to... I'm not going to repair that, I'm just going to occupy it next turn. Or attack this, but either way. Yeah, okay. So I am still the strongest faction on the map, which helps, definitely. With my confidence and everything, but I am fighting on way too many fronts, and I need to reduce the number of fronts I'm fighting on. And I don't see a way to do that easily anytime soon. Although, taking care of the orcs will technically be one front less. Because I will be able to shift the focus over towards Erengrad, and then probably send one army to Erengrad, one up north. However, that still leaves a gaping hole in my defenses in the shape of both the pit and the far eastern front against the rats. And so there's a problem there, but yeah, I'll have to figure out how to deal with that. It'll definitely involve a new army, but I have a very limited amount of money anyway, so... we'll see. Anyways, this battle is for next time. We're going to fight Throg and his marauders. There's plenty of them, and they're relatively high quality. Most of them are tier 3 infantry. And we have tier 1 archers to match. Perfect matchup, trust me. Anyways, I'll see you all next time. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed, and we'll stay tuned with the rest of the content that I produce on the channel. If you're feeling extra generous, there are options for supporting the channel down below in terms of, or in the shape of, I guess, channel memberships and my Patreon. Until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye.